Say hi, YouTube. Hi. Okay, so forgive my hair. I'm getting ready for bed. I just got out of the shower. I don't do my hair until the morning before work, so whatever. Anyways, I thought I would fill you guys in a little story about Mr. Jaxson here and how he came to be and some of my pregnancy troubles we had. So, for starters, he was a twin. Yes, you were. Yes, you were. And anyway, so he was a twin. Shortly after we found out, I started heavy bleeding and everything. And oh goodness, are we gonna fuss? Are we gonna fuss? So I started heavy bleeding. I went to the doctor and they said I was having a miscarriage. They did an ultrasound and they couldn't find any baby's heartbeats. They couldn't find anything. So, all within a week this all happened. I had to get HCG levels done, where they go take your blood, and every 24, 48 hours, they were doing mine every 24 to see what they were doing. They started dropping like they should after a miscarriage, and then suddenly they started going back up. And they didn't drop very far. I mean, they just dropped a little bit. And they started going back up. I would tell you the numbers, but I cannot remember what they were. So when they went back up, they went back in and did another ultrasound, and surprisingly, he was still in there. I don't know how they missed him on the prior one. Who knows? They said what they think happened is he buried really good into the lining of the uterus and was just missed on the ultrasound. So here we were all upset that we lost both the babies. So it was kind of bittersweet to learn we did not lose both. We lost one. We still had one to carry. And I was nervous that I was going to lose him too. But things started progressing normally. I got the whole morning sickness and everything. And then it came time for his ultrasound, and they said he had 2 large choroid plexus cysts, or CPC cysts, I think. I don't know. I think it's CPCs is what they're called, but on the brain. And they said usually it's not cause for alarm, but that he wasn't moving during the ultrasound, and the way he was positioned, he has fists really tight and under his chin, and he just wasn't moving. So they set up another ultrasound. They did that, and he still wasn't moving. They told me, drink lots of sugary drink, try it, see if it worked. They tried me in all different positions. It didn't work. He wouldn't move. So we had a level 2 ultrasound done. Same thing. He was in the same position with his hands, and he was measuring behind by a ways, which is, I don't know if you guys are familiar with trisomy 18. It's pretty scary. It's a chromosomal abnormality, missing, I don't know, the whole whatever, but they don't have very long life expectancy. Most of them never see their first birthday, and a lot of them pass away shortly after birth. So we were kind of preparing for that just because of how he was during the ultrasounds, and he was measuring small and the cysts and everything, and they really thought that might be what it was. So we kept having ultrasounds, and they were kind of the same the whole way along. He wasn't measuring correctly for his gestational age, and we know exactly when we conceived him. We were trying to conceive. Yeah, and we found out really early and everything. So, oh, we're just fussy. I think you need to poop. I think you need to poop. Look on the screen. Do you see yourself? Do you see yourself? Anyway, so later on in pregnancy, he started measuring quite small, and we had him early, but it wasn't that early. It was 36 weeks, and he was 4 pounds, 14 ounces. We took him home at 4 pounds 2 ounces. And the reason I'm telling you guys this story is doctors don't know everything. It's not 100%. Nothing's 100%. Here we were, terrified my whole pregnancy. I did not enjoy my pregnancy at all. I was just a wreck, and I cried a lot, and I was so scared that we're gonna have this baby and he's gonna die shortly after we have him, or before we even get a chance to see him. And that wasn't the case. He's perfectly healthy. He just must have liked the position he was in. He still does it when he breastfeeds or drinks from a bottle. He puts his 2 little fists right under his chin, one on each side, and eats that way. He curls his legs a lot. He doesn't stick them out too far, but he's had testing done. They said everything looks good. And the reason he was small was he had was diagnosed IUGR, which is intrauterine growth retardation or restriction or however you want to call it. And they said the reason that was because I had really high blood pressure, which is why he was born early, and he had the umbilical cord around his neck twice, really tightly. And more so the blood pressure, though, is what caused him to be small. Developmentally, he's good. He's just a tiny baby. He's about, the last doctor's appointment, he was in the 3rd percentile for his weight and the 1 percentile range for his height. His head and chest were 10 percentile. So he's small. And he'll probably catch up, is what they say. They said if he doesn't, he's not going to be too far behind. He'll just be on the smaller side, which is okay because my husband is. But I just want to let you all know out there, any of you who might be in the same position and think the worst, don't always think the worst. It could turn out. I'm not saying totally get your hopes up, but it can happen. And we have a healthy little boy, and it was just rocky going from, we lost both of the babies, to nope, you have one, to this is what he probably has, either the trisomy 18 or he's going to have Down syndrome or all this kind of stuff, to having a completely healthy baby boy. I wish I could have gone back and just enjoyed the pregnancy a little bit more. It's my last baby, my last pregnancy, so it would have been nice if I could have just, enjoyed it more than I did. But, so that's our story, how little man came through it all. Didn't you? You have mommy's hair in your mouth. Aki. We're in his room, by the way, in case you're wondering. It's kind of dark in here. And behind me, along the wall, we're putting in new trim on the bottom. So that's why it's missing the trim. There's this crib. I have boxes stored under it. That's terrible. I need to clean your room. Maybe you need to clean your room. Clean your room, mister. But yeah, we have family staying over tonight, and I didn't want to wake him up doing a video, so we decided to come in his room since he's not going to sleep anyway. So anyway, that's my story. Our little personal journey to Jaxson. Yes. Yes. And he is about 3 months old now, and like I said in a previous video, he's 9.5 pounds, so he's a little small, but he's cute as can be, and healthy, and strong, and feisty. Yes, you are. And grumpy right now. My goodness, can you stand? He doesn't want to stand. Anyway, I hope you guys have a Merry Christmas. I'll talk to you later. Bye.